right, so today I am going to show you how to create this pumpkin or a pumpkin similar to this in Photoshop using the effects panel in Photoshop. We are going to take it from this to this. All right, and then I'm going to have you guys cut them out and we're going to hang them around the outside of the door for next week for Halloween. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you are going to place a pumpkin on your document. So you're going to go place embedded. I have provided pumpkins for you in Google Classroom. You can use these ones or you can choose your own. That's completely up to you. But I have provided some for you. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's click on, you want one with a simple background. I'm going to take the other ones off that don't have quite such a simple background. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit larger. Oh, I'm sorry. Our document is going to be 10 inches by 10 inches. So it'll be a square. And you're just going to place your pumpkin on your document. You're going to right click and rasterize this layer so we can edit it. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the background. So I'm just going to click kind of close to my pumpkin with my magic wand. I'm going to click one time and then hit delete. And you can see that my background is now deleted from my pumpkin. And I do have just the white background, which is fine. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is pick a face to put on my pumpkin or a picture to put on my pumpkin, whichever one you want. So I've also provided some faces for you too and some little pictures. So you can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to go ahead and go with, let's do this one for now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and that looks actually like it's going to fit perfect. So I'm just going to hit enter. And then again, I'm going to click on the layer and I'm going to rasterize it so I can come in and edit. And then I'm going to use my magic wand, click on the white part of that background and then hit delete and it will delete. I'm going to go ahead and deselect, Control D. The next thing I am going to do is I am going to double click on this layer and it will bring up my layer styles. Okay, so the layer styles are the blending options as well. And you can also click here. Oops, let's go ahead. You can also click here and hit blending options and it'll bring up the same panel. All right, so I am going to go ahead and give this a color overlay and an inner shadow. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and click on color overlay, which is right here. And already you can see that it's changed a little bit. Then I'm going to click on the word color overlay. So your default, I want to say, is like gray or black, I think. I'm not sure which color it is. We're going to pick a nice yellow that looks like a candle. So this is the number that I used. Okay, you can use the same number if you'd like, or you can pick a different color yellow. The next thing I am going to do is I am going to click next to the colored, click on the colored box next to the blend mode, change the color to yellow, which is right here. Okay, so that's how you change the color. I'm reading my instructions as I go along. Click the rest of the options for the color overlay. They should match. All right, so what we're going to do is leave your blend mode set to normal. Add a color. Your opacity should be 100%. The next thing I'm going to do is add an inner shadow. So I'm going to click on inner shadow and then click on the word inner shadow and it'll bring up my options. I'm going to go ahead and change a few things here. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my blend mode is set to normal. My color is going to be set to black. Okay. My angle, which is, oh, I clicked inner glow, not inner shadow. Inner shadow. My color is going to be set to black. My angle is going to be set to 30. My opacity will be up to 100%. And then I'm going to leave all of this stuff. We're going to go 0, 0, 8. All right. And then you can always adjust this if you want to. And you're just going to adjust, actually, I'm going to adjust the size. I'm going to look and see what's going on as I do this to adjust it. And then if you want to, you can also adjust these things as well, just to see what goes on, what's going on in there when you do that. And if these settings, if other settings look better than what you've got, then by all means, go ahead and choose them. Then I'm going to click on the contour, and I'm going to pick something that's kind of like this one. I have like a round. Maybe I'm going to watch what happens as I click through them and choose one that looks best. So we want it to look like it's really glowing inside. So I might just leave it set to the default. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and leave it set to the default. And then the last thing I am going to do is hit OK if you get it how you like it. And then I'm going to double click on the background layer to unlock the layer. So I'm going to go ahead and double click. Rename your layer pumpkin and click OK. So my pumpkin's already named pumpkin. I feel like it might need something else inside there. I feel like my shadow is not quite working. So let's go ahead and adjust some of these. So don't be afraid to adjust these. These are just the basic settings. Every design is going to be a little bit different. Oh, you know what? I think this needs to be set to normal. That was my problem. Okay, and then let's lower this back to 0. And then, yeah, I think I want to change this to a different blend mode. So let's go through these blend modes and see what works best. Or what I could do is also change this from black to maybe the same, like an orangish color, and see what happens. Or maybe add, let's see. I feel like it needs a glow too. So let's see what happens when I give it an inner glow. And again, the color. All right, so just like everything else we do, it's just a matter of pushing the buttons and seeing what happens and seeing how you can change the effects and the styles and how things look. And seeing what works best for your design. All right, so when you get it how you like it, what we're looking for is that you've got like a glow in there, so it kind of looks like it's glowing, like there was really a candle in there. I'm finding that some of the pictures are working better than others, so if one isn't working for you, maybe try a different one and see if it works better. All right, but the whole goal is to figure out this layer style panel. The 3 that you really want to use are the inner shadow, inner glow, and color overlay. Okay, the color overlay is going to be the what changes the color from black to orange. That's really important that you do that, or yellow, I should say. And then the inner glow and the inner shadow, you're going to mess around with those settings and see which one looks best for your design and your pumpkin. These are my settings. You do not have to follow them exactly, but it gives you a good starting place. When you're all done, you hit OK, and then we're going to go ahead and save this file as a JPEG file and a Photoshop file into your Student U drive. You're going to name it Pumpkin, and open, save, and then save the JPEG file. And then when you're all done, go ahead and send it to the printer, either the 22DN or the 251, and we will print them out, and then I'll have you cut them out and we'll hang them on the door outside.